ready, go!
Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Nnamdi Kanu has not eaten for 2 days. In excruciating pain, lawyer reviews. Nnamdi Kanu has not eaten for 2 days. In excruciating pain, lawyer reviews. To my dear listeners from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. Ejiofor made the disclosure after his team paid a written visit to Kanu at the detention facility of the Department of State Services (DSS) on Thursday. Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB), Nnamdi Kanu is currently in excruciating pain. His lawyer, Païñ, Ejiofor, who reviewed this, added that he has not eaten in 2 days due to his gastrointestinal disorder. Ejiofor, who made the disclosure after his team paid a written visit to Kanu at the detention facility of the Department of State Services (DSS) on Thursday, alleged that the security agency procured substandard drugs to be administered on his client. He accused the DSS of disobeying a subsisting court order by denying the embattled IPOB leader access to his personal doctor and medication. A press statement, the lawyer who refers to Kanu as Oyedu, a word in Igbo language that means leader, made available to Vanguard read, as usual, the court ordered written visits to our indefatigable client, Oyedu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was conducted today at the DSS headquarters, Abuja, where Oyedu is still being held in solitary confinement for over 14 months. Today's visit was centered on our curiosity to ascertain the DSS level of compliance with providing Oyedu the requisite medical treatment that would address his deteriorating health condition. Sadly, we made startling discovery that despite the alarm raised on Monday, calling for the intervention of responsible foreign government and institutions on the DSS flagrant disobedience of orders of court, particularly in denying Oyedu access to his personal medical doctor and medication, the lawless DSS immediately resorted to local chemist store to procure substandard drugs to be administered on Oyedu. Since it is now obvious that the DSS does not have the facility, capacity, and all resources to manage Oyedu's deteriorating health condition, we are compelled to publicly employ the DSS to allow us have Oyedu back unconditionally, or better still, allow us to purchase the prescribed drugs for Oyedu pending his unconditional release from their custody. May we also seize this medium to inform the world that Oyedu has not eaten anything in the past 48 hours due to the concomitant excruciating pains occasioned by his gastrointestinal disorder, which the DSS have deliberately failed to avail him with the prescribed possible medical relief. With this development, we are now convinced that the federal government of Nigeria is ostensibly afraid of the anticipated positive outcome of the Court of Appeal's judgment. Hence, they are doing everything possible to subject our client, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to severe torture and inhuman degrading treatment before he finally regains his freedom. But be assured that this strategy is dead on arrival. Nevertheless, we assure you, Chineke, that our defense team, eminently led by the indefatigable Chief Mike Ozekome, San, is not relenting in all actions we are taking to correct this anomaly and to put to a halt this seemingly impunity and lawlessness being brazenly exhibited by the DSS. Forward ever and backward never, Chineke. Kanu is currently facing treasonable felony charge. The federal government preferred against him before the Federal High Court, sitting in Abuja. The Court of Appeal had reserved its judgment on an appeal Kanu filed to quash the charge against him. He is specifically praying the appellate court to review the April 8 ruling of the trial court, which struck out only 8 out of the 15-count charge, insisting that the charge federal government entered against him had no basis in law. Kanu, in his appeal dated April 29 and marked CABJCR 625-2022, applied to be discharged and acquitted. Kanu equally urged the appellate court to order his release on bail pending the determination of his appeal. Ejiofor made the disclosure after his team paid a routine visit to Kanu at the detention facility of the Department of State Services DSS on Thursday. So my dear listeners, now of course